Heck yeah, dude. First smallmouth of the trail. It's a pretty fish.
There's the juice, boys. Gut.
What is up, everyone? Today it is March 13th, and as you guys saw in that intro, my past weekend at Cumberland was pretty freaking awesome, but it didn't go as planned, and that's what this little scene is here for. It's to explain what happened, because it was so crazy and so hectic. So basically, this trip was supposed to be for a tournament with a league that I'm a part of. I'm not fishing in college. I'm not fishing in any sort of school tournament. I'm actually in an adult league. I'm in two separate leagues. One league I signed up with a partner, and then this league that I was going to this past weekend is actually an individual thing where they fish just like the FLW, where it's an angler and a co-angler. Neat little league. It was a perfect little league for me to do because I'm not looking to be fully dedicated to bass fishing. You know, I love the bass fish, I love the pond hop, I love the creek fish, I love the tournament fish, but I don't want to dedicate my entire life to tournament fishing. You know, I like to hunt, and as you guys have seen in the past from this channel, I'm pretty dedicated in the hunting field, and with the new companies we'll be working with in the fall, I can't be a full-time fisherman. But anyway, this past weekend, originally it was for a tournament. Well, went down, pre-fished, had a beautiful practice day. Beautiful practice day. I got on a really good flip and bite. Didn't film much of that day. I did a little bit. I was trying out the new GoPro. I was trying out some different angles because I did a DIY little GoPro mount on the boat that I was using, which shout out to my good buddy Miguel for letting me use his boat. And then you know, and then we ended up fishing together on the day 2. But practice day was awesome. Filmed a little bit. And then the second day, we get into tournament day. Well, we all shuffled down, and what I mean by we all was the guys that from my club. So how this league works is you are a part of a club, and as a club you join the league, and then you show up and you have anglers face against anglers, co-anglers show up and fish against co-anglers. In this tournament, I was actually going to be fishing as an angler, and then my buddy Miguel, whose boat I was on, he was going to be fishing as my co-angler. But there was a miscommunication of the rules. They did add a new rule this year that allowed people from the same club to fish together as co-angler and angler, but there was a disagreement, there was a lack of communication. It was a really big screw up, and we ended up actually not even fishing in the tournament because this isn't the first time I've had issues with this league, and I'm not even going to get into that because there's no disrespect towards this league. They run it how they want to, but in my opinion, are things they should be doing. And I'm not going to get into detail with that, but we didn't even end up fishing in the tournament, and I will no longer be fishing with that league. Now, I will be fishing in the other league. I will still be doing the local tournaments as much as I possibly can, so there's still going to be a ton of tournament content through the summer, as well as pond hopping and creek fishing, but this past weekend was not for a tournament, unfortunately. What we did end up doing that second day going into it, Miguel and I, were we originally going to fish for the league, we fished together, fished against 2 of our other guys from our club, and we had kind of a little club tournament. Now, it didn't last very long because Miguel actually ended up having to leave, and then later in the day I ended up joining the other guys and going and fishing on their boat, and it turned out to be a really good day. And that actually is something I want to talk about, because this past weekend actually brought me back to who I am and why I do what I do with the Outdoorsmen. Because the outdoors, to me, as much as I love the tournament fish, as much as I love to test my skills against other anglers and prove that I'm worthy enough to be at the top of the list against some other anglers and have that competition, it's still not why I love the outdoors. My biggest thing with the outdoors is spending time with my friends, my family. You know, the memories that I have with my father, with my grandfather, those will never be taken from me. Those are something that I cherish deep down inside, and that's why I'm obsessed with the outdoors. You know, my cousin, this past year, he killed his first deer on camera with his bow. Unbelievable. I'll never forget that. And I'm so glad to have that on camera, because I get to go back and watch it over and over again. And this past weekend, I got to fish with some of my good buddies. You know, since I've graduated high school and started to pursue this as a career, I've made a lot of new friends in this industry, and a couple of them I got to fish with this past weekend, and it was awesome. Just getting out in the boat, spending some time with some buddies. There was no rush. If we were catching fish, great. If we weren't, it's whatever, because we were just enjoying ourselves. And that's what the outdoors is really about to me. And I apologize because I think I let this tournament stuff get a hold of me too much. Now, like I said, we're still going to be doing some of the tournament stuff, but that's not why I fish. That's not why I hunt. I love the fish because I love the fish. I love the fish because it gets me outdoors with friends and family. You know, that's why I like the outdoors. And this tournament stuff, I was dedicating so much time to prepping and getting ready and doing less videos so I could get ready for this tournament video. And I don't like that. And I apologize. And I hope that you guys are ready for an awesome 2018, because this little video, this little episode is really the start to an unbelievable summer as well as fall, because there's so many plans, there's so many things we're going to be doing. So anyway, back off of that. Like I said, we had a pretty good practice day. I got on a really good flipping bite. I didn't film too much. I didn't get any practice day catches on camera because when I would start fishing, I was trying different tactics that weren't getting hit, so I stopped clicking the record button as much. And then I started to get on a decent bite, and I was just forgetting because I was so anxious and so excited. I just had to figure out a bite, and I really wasn't sitting and fishing an area and beating it up like I was the second day. You know, that day I was chasing after a bite and trying to figure out a bite to where I would come back that next day and be able to repeat that. So if I was getting bit a couple times, I wouldn't even set the hook. I'd just shake the fish. Or the first couple times when I figured out that flip bite, I set the hook and caught that fish. But like I said, I didn't get any catches on the first day. But then day two, I actually went out, and I'm glad I didn't even join that tournament, because the bite that I had figured out on practice day, it was gone by day two. And that's how Cumberland is. But I actually did end up catching a couple fish on day two, and I enjoyed it. I had fun fishing with Miguel. I had fun spending some time with my good buddies Tim and Mason from my club. And I can't wait to get back out fishing with these guys, whether it's tournaments or if we just do a little fun trip. So I hope you guys enjoy day two content. It's coming at you now.
Keeper. Keeper, baby. Yeah. Freaking 12-inch spot. Hopefully this spot's 12 inches, because if not, I'm going to be upset. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! Got one. Yeah, this one's actual fish. Good. Can't tell how big he is.
Oh, no way, dude. Nice little smallmouth.
Look how fat that thing is, man. Dude, look how fat that smallmouth is.
Not gonna keep. Yeah, that felt good. That one put up a fight too. I hope nobody got skunked today. I hate that. Got one. Nice little spot. Yeah, I thought it was a stick. It wasn't moving. I'm like,
That's how mine was, dude.
Got one.
What is that?
I'll tell you what though, they are eating it. Look at that.
Dude.
I know we've been catching dinks, but if your fish want the bait, they're gonna suck it in like that. Watch this. Look at that. Bait is almost that.
Damn, Timmy, you tried telling me that you couldn't get smallmouth back here.
Well, I didn't say back here. That's a good smallmouth.
There's the juice, boys.
That is the juice.
There you go. That's a heavy one too. Look at the gut.
Did you just smell him?
Oh God. Smallmouth?
I do enjoy the smell.
Nothing but crayfish, baby. Big old smallie. Oh! Well, guys, that's all for this episode. Be sure to check us out on social media. As always, we're always posting on there as compared to on here. Hit that subscribe button if you already haven't, and give us a thumbs up. That helps us out so much. And this upcoming week, it's snowing right now, but for the remainder of the week, it's actually supposed to be pretty warm outside. High 40s and 50s, sunny. And I've got a couple days off to where I might go out and do some pond fishing, break in some rods, and actually go out there and catch some fish. Because like I said, with the tournament thing, last weekend when I went pond hopping with one of my good buddies, I was trying out a couple setups that I just hadn't got to use as much, and I was trying to figure out and see how they work. But this next time when we go pond hopping, I will grab the setups I know I'm going to smash fish on, and maybe we can get into a couple big boys. So, guys, thanks so much, and I will catch you guys later on the next episode of The Outdoorsmen.